Hi guys, welcome back. Today is day 65 of Learn to Draw in 365 days, and we are headed on to lesson 2 of Harding's lessons on drawing. Oh yeah, see, I wasn't crazy. See, he has right here. So this is I just noticed this. I've had this book and I've been reading it. So this is the drawing, but this is the draft of the drawing, right? Oh gosh, my light. I need to get a better light. And see, he puts the lines are all named. But that's an AC line in A, B, C, D. Oh, okay. To A, C, and B, D. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna really enjoy using math to learn how to draw because that's how my mind works. And it's cool because I don't have to follow the numbers. I just have to follow the mathematical theory essentially. That's pretty cool. All right. Today's dream is mostly going to be horizontal and vertical lines. We were not going to get into, well, today it's strictly going to be vertical and horizontal lines. We're not going to be getting into any of the other lines because I didn't get to really read today and I need to start brushing up on some stuff before I can move on to actual drawing, which would be the second part of the stream. So this is going to be another short stream, probably only about 40 minutes most, because I want to get at least 30 minutes of drawing and we're already at 5 minutes. So lesson 2, and I wanted to explain how this is kind of a math because of how he writes it out. So so in this one he talks about how the vertical line should have the breaks and you should have the dots in between the breaks before drawing them out. And then as you get comfortable with that, then you will do just continuous lines, which is what we're going to also probably start working on today as well. But then it gets into angles. We're going to be doing right angles, acute angles, and obtuse angles. Now, so this is how he talks about making the angles. I'm just going to read the right angle paragraph because I don't know how much I'm actually allowed to read before it becomes an issue. So the right angle, as in this lesson, is formed by a vertical line named VA. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, you're going to be seeing it upside down because I can't read upside down. Anyways, so the vertical line BA and a horizontal line BD. See, that's where you're getting the angle. The lines forming a right angle are mutually perpendicular to each other, though when the one line is horizontal, the vertical one is usually called the perpendicular. So this one would be the perpendicular. The property of a right angle is that on producing or extending either of the sides as from BC, the angle ABC thus formed is equal to the adjacent one ABD. If AB be extended below CD in the same manner, it will be perceived that the divergence of the lines from the point B forms 4 right angles. It is hence obvious that not more than 4 right angles can be formed about any point on a plane surface. And that's what I mean when we're talking about math. It gets into the kind of the math. I don't want to say the mathematical theory, but it gets into more of this is how do math instead of this is how to get the number. I can't do how to get the number, I can do how to do the math. So this is why I'm actually starting to really get interested in art and or drawing specifically, not art, but drawing specifically. I was interested in sculpture and learning how to sculpt. But this is what's getting me into drawing. Because this is cool. I like this. I love math, other than the fact that I can't get numbers right. So I'm really looking forward to continuing with these lessons and learning more about it. Even though it's more I don't know if we're going to get into anything other than circles. I don't know. Oh yeah, we get into circles. Okay. Yeah, see, eyes, list, distant thing. Okay, yeah. This is going to be so cool. Oh. Oh, and there's an examination. That's fun. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, not completely 10. Oh, and he does go into how, like, so doing the vertical, my arms should be slightly away from my side. So that'll be helpful. I won't be arguing with my torso as much as I've been arguing with it. Um, which is nice. Um, okay. So let's get started so I can get into reading some more and getting more stuff ready for drawing, which it just seems like by the end of the week I'm kind of. So I'm gonna start doing the horizontal lines, and then we'll go to vertical lines later. But it seems that I am very much just doing what I can on the weekends, and then I don't really get to move on to a different thing until Monday, it seems. So that's where I have the most time, which is funny because that's one of normally the busiest days of the week. Nope, this is a little further. There we go. Everything's straight. Yep, everything's straight. I should look into like how to keep your paper straight and stuff like that. I'm listening to TSO today because I didn't want to listen to the playlist because I just needed to. I had songs stuck in my head and I needed to get them out of my head. They were driving me crazy. I wish we could listen to TSO, but that is so copyrighted. There is absolutely no way I'm ever gonna be. Is this really straight? I'm never that off. That's why. Okay, yeah, I didn't think I was that off. But I am off. Okay, let's see. Oh. Yeah, that was really off. I'm never that off. Why am I off today? I really hope this isn't a bad sign. I really hope this isn't a sign that today is just going to be for horizontal lines because I can't do a horizontal line. And it's not the music, even though there are vocals. That would be me trying to talk to you guys. That would be distraction, not trying to draw, I don't think. I could look into that. Oh, and I didn't get any feedback. So is this actually straight? And my no, this isn't straight. This is too high up. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so I can still see when the dots aren't right. But I'm still like unable. Okay, so I can still tell when the dots are off a bit, but I don't know. I wonder if it's because my pen doesn't like the angle I'm trying to draw from. That might be where I'm getting the issue, but it also looks like I am not even getting the dots lined up the way I was. Yeah, I'm not getting the dots lined up, right? Yeah, see, I still didn't get the dot right. That looks straight, but that's what scares me. Actually, it's a little down. So let's... I'm gonna have to keep checking just because I don't trust my eyesight right now. Yeah, same. Yeah, so that's kind of... Let's say it's just a little bit. There, that should be more accurate. Oops. There we go. Straight line. Ooh. Should be a straight line, but now I'm wondering if it's a little too high up. If it's... Oh, it was straight. Okay. Oh, man. Alright. Cool. But yeah, I definitely need to see what I can do to just just to get used to drawing like this. If there's something that keeps your paper straight for you. And I have a feeling getting a good pencil, or a pencil that I can use at the angle that I need, would be helpful. There we go. It's a little further up. That's because I was just trying to keep my hand straight without getting caught in the whatever that ridge was that it was starting to form. I'm trying to save it. I don't know if I can. Kind of. Yeah, there we go. The last line saved it. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be all just horizontal lines today. I'm sorry. I was really hoping we could get to vertical, but I need to get these down. And I don't know why I'm starting to revert into not doing them right. Is it because of how I'm sitting? Do I need to be like sitting straight or something? Yeah, I'm not wearing a sweatshirt today. We turned the heat up way too high, so it's actually really, really warm in here. Probably gonna see that on our energy bill, but whatever. Is it called a utility bill? That's... Why are my eyes showing me this as it is? Oh, because it is. It is a little down. Okay. Nope. That was so bad. Why? Why did that happen? I indented it, so I'm just trying to make... Yeah, why was that so hard to do? Oh, what is going on? I know. Horizontal lines are probably like the most boring thing to do. Just see someone like writing. I guess it's the same with penmanship, right? When you're writing your lines to try and just get your letters as like accurate as possible. But I'm just trying to. And there was something that I was gonna bring up that like showed up today, and I have no idea what it was, so I can't. Oh, I don't know why I was gonna talk about that, but the thing that I was thinking about talking about was I finally got all our Christmas cards and envelopes, and now I just have to address them. I was like, oh man, I got the hardest part over. Just need to address them now, and I felt so accomplished that I got that done today. Mostly because then we went out on a trail walk, which it was fun, but it always ends in tears for some reason. Because it's cold. It is really, really cold. And not everyone's used to walking in the cold, so it's just trying to get them to be a little bit more comfortable with it. I grew up in New England, so cold doesn't bother me. I can walk until I'm sitting in a chair trying to draw. But my blood has thinned. I've been in the South for too long. But yeah, I grew up in New England, and so up there, and probably anyone that's used to a lot of snow, you're like, oh, it's not that cold. It's not windy. There's no frostbite. We can walk around in our t-shirts. And then once it's like, what's the first day of spring? Is it March 21st? It's like once you get like once the snow melts that first time, even though it's gonna snow again, you're just like, nope, it's spring. No more coats. I refuse. Yeah. So that's where I come from. Um. But other people aren't quite used to that, so it's trying to make sure you've got all the stuff that you need to stay warm, doubling up the layers. And I've even become a pansy. Like when it's so cold, I'll like double layer my pants, which I normally never had to do. And I'm like, nope, that's what we're doing now. Oh, this is off. Here. There we go. I'll just use that line as a reference because that's the straight line we had yesterday. But that's not straight. So everything's just not straight. So until I can figure out how to keep the paper straight, I'm screwed. Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm learning? That's fine. We'll figure it out. Let's do an. Oh, this is the no. That was something that I'd completely messed up, and I just moved to a different thing. That was yesterday's thing. Okay. And what's funny is I almost wasn't gonna do today because I was like, oh, I'll read instead, and like you guys will understand. I wanted to read, and then I was like, but the whole point of like art is a practical thing you need to practice, and if I'm not practicing it every day, I'm not gonna get to where I need to be. So I came on to do the practical side of art and then read after. And when I'm reading Harding, is it like hard to understand that way of talking? Because I'm able to see like the math behind it, right? So it like my mind's able to like compute it to make sense in my head. But I mean, I like if I were to read Shakespeare, I would have absolutely no idea what was being said ever. I need people to like sit down and talk to me about it, and I'm like, what's going on right here? Right. So I know that like the different ways and verbiage is used can be difficult. So if there is confusion in that and me reading from the book doesn't help, I can like paraphrase what he's saying. It's just I like the way that it talks and the way that it flows, and it makes there's more information being conveyed in the way that he talks than there would be conveyed if I were to paraphrase. That's why I say it. But if that isn't helping anyone, then please, and it's just confusing, let me know, because then I can just stop doing that and I'll just paraphrase. Oh my gosh. This is really weird. I don't know why. It should have just been like that. Like, that's all I needed to do, and I don't know why that was so hard. I'm wondering if it's the pen. Let's see. Probably not the best thing to start using, but let's see. Oh, it's not gonna tell me what it is. That's fine. Let's just try. Let's try and just see what happens if I have a new form. Yeah, it is. It's because I can't hold the pen the way it needs to be held. You can see. I'll get them straight again. So. And I'm not even fighting with my torso anymore. That was a horrible line. I'm sorry. I was having too much fun. Alright, let's focus and get serious. He says you should always go left to right. And this is such a not dark line, it's not even funny. But it's... Oh great. No, that one wasn't straight, but the line... I've got to figure out a way of making this a little bit more. Let's see if there's a darker color I can use. Oh, here we go. There we go. This is an F7R. I have no idea what that means in terms of hardness, but let's try it. Get rid of that. If I wasn't on a purple page, the red probably would have been fine, but I'm on a purple paper. It's not going to go over very well. There we go. My hand was in the way. There we go. See, straight. Again, doing straight lines. Cool. I'm sorry for the first 16 minutes being absolutely useless and waste of time, but at least we know we can do vertical lines tomorrow. Hey. Yeah, that's weird. Shouldn't have been that off. What was that off? Weird. Yep. I'm curving upwards for some reason. That was doing good. Dog sleeps so weird. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's just my dog's claws on his kennel. He's not in the kennel, he's just lying next to it. He's cuddling it. No, he's not cuddling it. He could go in it if he wanted to. We leave the door open. The only time he's in it when it's closed is if we're traveling. Or we have somebody over, and that's because he's highly anxious, so it kind of helps him stay calm. And anyone who's ever had an Australian Shepherd would know why he's highly anxious. He's a highly anxious dog. He gets more than enough exercise. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Oh, you thought I was calling you over here? Hey, buddy. Okay. If you want to be in your kennel, just go inside. You don't have to scratch it. The door is open for you. Okay? There we go. Kind of straight. Not really. It curved. It went dipped down and then went back up. I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, and I dipped up at the middle of that one. That should be pretty straight. Cool. Alright. That's right. That's straight. Okay. There we go. Oh, that one doesn't look straight at all. That looks like it's going. Looks like both of them are dipping though. Yeah, it looks like this is dipping too. Am I crazy or is it dipping? Whew. Okay. Is this? Oh, let me just do something really quick because this is driving me nuts. I may have to get a better roller too because I'm thinking I'm training myself out of being straight. Yep. I am going nuts. This line. No. This is straight right here. Nope. Maybe? I have no idea. I'm so confused. Let me check. Let me do this. Because if I'm just gonna stop right now before I make myself worse, because apparently that's what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's see. Top line should be straight. No. Oh, like, the ruler's crooked too. Okay, I'm gonna stop then because apparently I'm making myself worse because this isn't giving me straight lines anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it stopped giving me straight lines. So yeah, I need to get a better ruler, apparently, to help me with, because I'm gonna have to, like, yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna have to take some time outside of the stream to focus on doing straight lines so I can get whatever the heck the past couple of days was. figured out and today. So that's something I'm gonna have to do on my end. Yeah, figure out an instrument and also how to keep the page straight so then I can just do that and then we won't have to worry about the ruler and stuff. Okay, so come and find out. I'm sabotaging myself. And yeah, thanks for joining me on whatever this stream ended up being. I will try to rectify what's been happening at some point tomorrow, so that way when I stream tomorrow, we can move forward instead of correcting what has been going on. I hope that made sense. If it didn't make sense, let me know that I'm being confusing, and I'll try to be a little bit more clear in my explanations going forward. And if you have any ideas or if you noticed anything that I'm doing wrong, please let me know in the comments below so I can improve, because you guys are the only thing that you guys are basically the only people I'm going to have that are going to be critiquing me, because I don't have a mentor or a teacher or anything like that. I'm going strictly off of books and what I see on YouTube. So I've pretty much have to correct myself and find what it is that I'm doing wrong to fix it. So with that, I will see you all next time. Hope you enjoy the rest